Stop everything. Because Claressa Shields has just made an announcement that has stunned everyone. Known for her undefeated record in the boxing ring and her fierce, disciplined personality, Claressa is no stranger to headlines. She has built her reputation on dominance, focus, and resilience. But this time, she has stepped into a very different kind of spotlight. One filled not with titles and victories, but with personal emotion, unexpected revelations, and growing tension. Social media erupted almost instantly as fans tried to process the news. At first, many assumed it was just another celebrity update. But within moments, it became clear that this was something far bigger. Claressa revealed that she and Papoose are planning to start a family in 2027. The announcement caught everyone off guard, not just because of what was said, but because of when it was said. The timing raised eyebrows. Questions flooded timelines. Fans began speculating, analyzing, and debating what it could all mean. On the surface, it sounded like a heartfelt, hopeful step forward. But behind that calm statement, insiders suggest there is a much deeper story unfolding. Sources close to the couple claim that tensions have been building for months. Private disagreements about family, lingering issues from the past, and unspoken concerns had already created a complicated emotional environment. What appeared to be a simple announcement may actually be the result of long, intense conversations, and even longer unresolved conflicts. Friends and relatives reportedly felt the strain long before the public ever heard a word. According to insiders, the atmosphere around the couple has been tense, with emotions running high and opinions clashing behind closed doors. What looks like a peaceful declaration might actually be the beginning of something far more complex. Life outside the ring has never been simple for Claressa. While she continues to dominate in her sport, her personal life carries challenges that are far more unpredictable. Balancing fame, expectations, and relationships is never easy. And in this case, the stakes feel even higher. For months, Claressa and Papoose have been quietly discussing their future. The idea of starting a family wasn't spontaneous. It was something they revisited again and again, weighing the timing, the responsibilities, and the impact it would have on every aspect of their lives. Those conversations were not easy. Friends and family reportedly offered strong opinions, sometimes supportive, sometimes critical. Disagreements arose over timing, priorities, and public perception. It became clear that merging two high-profile lives into something deeply personal would naturally bring intense emotions to the surface. Every decision carried weight. Papoose's history and Claressa's high-profile career meant that even their most private choices were subject to attention, speculation, and judgment. Nothing about this process was simple. This wasn't a casual announcement made in passing. Claressa made a deliberate statement, one that reflected careful thought, planning, and emotional consideration. According to reports, she told a close friend that this had been discussed for a long time, and that now finally felt like the right moment to move forward. But even that calm confidence masked a deeper reality. Behind the scenes, there were doubts. Questions about balancing fame with family life. Concerns about old issues resurfacing. Worries about how others would react. Not just fans but friends, mentors, and relatives. The emotional landscape surrounding this decision was intense. Reactions from those close to the couple have been mixed. Some praised their patience and maturity, viewing the announcement as a sign of growth and commitment. Others questioned the timing, wondering why they would wait until 2027 instead of starting sooner. Family discussions reportedly became serious, and sometimes heated. Some relatives fully supported the plan. Others remained skeptical, concerned about the pressure of raising a family under constant public scrutiny. The idea of turning a private dream into a public narrative made many uneasy. Behind the scenes, there were reportedly late-night debates, tense phone calls, and emotional conversations that shaped this decision long before it reached the public. Even though the announcement appears celebratory, insiders say it required careful navigation. Every word was measured, every detail considered, because this wasn't just about a future child, it was about reputation, relationships, and the balance between public image and private reality. What might seem straightforward in most relationships has become something far more complicated here. The 2027 baby plan is not just a milestone, it's a catalyst, and it's already bringing private tensions into the spotlight. After the announcement surfaced, emotions reportedly intensified behind closed doors. Some friends were genuinely excited, seeing this as a positive step forward after everything the couple had faced individually. They viewed it as stability, as growth, as hope, but others were far more cautious. Concerns about Papoose's past and Claressa's high-pressure career created uncertainty. Some questioned whether the timing was right. Others worried about how public attention might impact something so deeply personal. Conversations that were meant to be calm quickly escalated. Voices were raised. Opinions were defended. Emotions spilled over. This wasn't just about starting a family anymore. It became about image, legacy, and control. Old conflicts resurfaced. Unresolved issues came back into focus. Even topics like finances, family dynamics, and past misunderstandings began to reappear, complicating the situation further. Despite all of this, Claressa and Papoose worked to present a united front. Privately, they approached conversations with honesty and care. There were moments of reassurance, compromise, and emotional vulnerability. Claressa reportedly emphasized the importance of moving forward thoughtfully, not just for themselves, but for everyone connected to them. But the pressure didn't stay contained. It spread outward. Some of Papoose's relatives were reportedly uneasy, questioning whether fame might overshadow the personal reality of raising a family. Subtle tensions, quiet warnings, and even hints of jealousy created an unpredictable environment. Everyone seemed to have an opinion, and not all of them were supportive. What started as a private milestone quickly turned into a test of patience, loyalty, and emotional strength. Casual conversations became serious. Family gatherings grew tense. Small disagreements had the potential to escalate into something much bigger. And yet, through all of it, the couple remained determined. Claressa, known for her discipline in the ring, had to apply that same focus to her personal life. But this was a different kind of challenge. There were no clear rules, no rounds, no referee, just emotions, expectations, and pressure. Insiders say that private conversations between her and Papoose became increasingly intense. Late-night discussions reportedly included frustration, tears, and moments of deep honesty. At one point, Claressa is said to have expressed how overwhelming the situation had become, not because of doubt, but because of the constant pressure from outside voices. Papoose, in turn, reassured her that they had faced challenges before, and that this would be no different. Their exchanges revealed something important. Behind the public image of confidence and control, they were navigating very real, very human emotions. The tension didn't stop there. Even well-meaning friends and associates sometimes added to the pressure. Advice turned into stress. Concern turned into doubt. And opinions, no matter how small, carried weight. As one insider put it, people often meant well, but their involvement sometimes made things harder instead of easier. The couple had to choose carefully which voices to listen to, and which ones to ignore. Still, new challenges kept emerging. Some extended family members questioned whether the 2027 timeline was realistic. Others worried about how everything would align with their careers and responsibilities. These doubts didn't just stay in the background. They fueled ongoing tension. At one point, during a weekend family gathering, emotions reportedly reached a breaking point. What started as a normal dinner quickly escalated into something much more intense. Voices rose. Tears were shed. The atmosphere became charged. Claressa tried to stay composed, but even she couldn't completely hide the pressure. Papoose found himself caught between defending their decision and maintaining peace among family members. Old frustrations resurfaced. Unspoken feelings came out. Every word carried meaning. Every reaction mattered. And in moments like that, even the smallest comment had the potential to ignite conflict. Despite the chaos, the couple found moments of calm. Late-night conversations, away from everyone else, allowed them to reconnect. They shared fears, reassured each other, and reminded themselves why this plan mattered. Those quiet moments became essential. They didn't remove the pressure, but they helped them face it together. And that may be the most important part of this entire situation. Because while the outside world sees headlines, speculation, and drama, the reality is much deeper. This isn't just about an announcement. It's about two people trying to build something meaningful under extraordinary pressure. The 2027 plan has become more than a goal. It has become a story, one of resilience, uncertainty, and emotional complexity. And according to insiders, that story is far from over. Every step forward will be watched. Every decision will be analyzed. And with so many voices involved, the path ahead remains unpredictable. What started as a single announcement has now evolved into something much bigger. A test of love. A test of patience. A test of whether two people can hold on to their vision while the world watches and judges every move they make. Because in situations like this, it's never just about the future. It's about everything that comes with it. And for Claressa Shields and Papoose, the next chapter may be the most challenging one yet.